Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. Now in today's video I'm going to be working on the retaining wall. I'm making it out of all these rocks that I've dug out from this area. Just a quick recap, I've lowered the clay floor down and in doing so I've hit quite a few rocks. Now I needed to dig down to level it off because it was higher at the back of the property, which is this way towards the front. So what I've done, I've dug a trench, put some geo over the top, some gravel for drainage, and I'm about halfway point, which is roughly underneath this big beam where I'm sitting now. Now when I come to this point I'm going to probably put in a supporting post underneath, so we've got a few more rocks to lay, yeah, and then we'll put that post in. Let me know in the comments if you know why I've just done that. Granite chippings into the lime. So now we are virtually halfway across the wall. We've got a fantastic foundation now. I've got some real weight, some big stones in there. We've got the force of the clay floor butting up against the base of these stones, so any force coming from this way, don't forget we've got earth stacked up probably a third of the way up this wall, so there's quite a lot of force this way, even though it's a metre thick at the base, maybe a bit wider. So yeah, we've got a good bit of resistance here now. I'm going to continue building it up once I get it dug out right the way across. Now I've noticed that as I've got to halfway point there is some bigger bedrock stones deep down. Now it's absolutely pointless for me to dig those out, so what I'm having to do, what I actually done here, was left some big bedrock stones in there, worked around it, but it's a great base for what I'm doing here. So as I work my way across, there's going to be some massive stones, I already can see them, they're going to stay in. So what I'll have to do is cut maybe half of them out that protrude into the room. The rest of them will stay and be the base for the retaining wall. So already here you can see the remains of a big stone just gone over the top of my stone. We'll clean that off, we'll dig around there, move away to the right, we'll put some gravel, put this down, put some gravel down to kind of break as a moisture barrier, but still to let the ground and the wall breathe. Remember we're using lime so it will breathe. Don't want to trap anything off in this area, so I may shift the problem somewhere else, so that's the method we'll go with. So we'll have a clean up, work our way to that huge stone there. Okay, the next job is to remove some soil out of this area here. Let's get drilling. So what I plan to do now, put the membrane down, and fill it all up with gravel and compact it. Now my thought behind this, after doing quite a fair bit of research, is if I put a plastic membrane down here, it may move the problem, the dampness, to another area, i.e. the wall. And once you start tanking, you have to tank the whole lot, which I don't want to do. So What I'm trying to do is open up all the sort of areas that can breathe, so it doesn't build up, it just naturally breathes all the time, so any moisture trapped in here will be able to travel out. It's that kind of construction, so yeah, I have to work with what I've got. So that's what we're going to do. Put some gravel in here, compact it down, put another geo over the top of that, then we'll continue through with our retaining wall. So we're not disturbing any of these big stones at the moment, although I might have to split this one. Yeah, I'm going to have to use a different method to cut that one, maybe drill it, and we'll go down, you know, the details of that a little bit later. I don't want to get too sidetracked, so we'll get this done and then we'll look at maybe putting a piece of shutter in here and filling it up and getting this area secure. Now, because this is in between two vertical surfaces, once you compact it down it's solid, it can't go nowhere, so that also allows drainage. Any moisture builds up will naturally just pass through it. Okay, I'm just going to cut another piece of geo to go over the top of that. Keep that gravel nice and clean, we don't want any clay or anything mixing in with it, so that's the idea behind that. Keeps it nice and clean and free draining, so nothing can block it up. Normally I wouldn't cut it, but because I'm having to work in sections as I go along, obviously I need to cut it. So hopefully if I sow some stone, by the time I come back it would have grown. Letting you into all my secrets. Okay, can't really do anything in this area just yet until that starts to go off. Can't do the shuttering just yet. On to the next job. Now this is a very handy tool, because when you're removing earth that you want to lay a hard floor on, you don't want to disturb the subsoil too much. What I mean by that, you don't want to loosen it all up, so by cutting off the top you're still leaving the compacted surface below that. So, you know, if you start busting it up and compact even the loosest stuff down, it's not as good as it being consolidated over a couple of 100 years. So yeah, that's why I'm not going crazy with the big pneumatic on this. I don't want to disturb all the floor underneath, so just use some hand tools. luckily enough, I haven't got to go too far with this because I've widened the area in what will be the lounge before I dug it out. So there's a bit of a void there, I'll just show you what I mean. So this here was going to be originally where the floor finished, but now I've extended it across. So I'd already dug the floor out because I was going to have a very wide sort of entrance area really, but I've decided to widen this side of it. Got the oak beam in there, so what I've got to do is spread out all the stuff I'm digging from over there in here, ram it and compact it. It's not ideal. Maybe I'll get a whacker plate over it just to consolidate it a little bit more. I won't be doing this bit yet. I've got a piece of oak that goes across just down there. I still want to gain access in and out with the wheelbarrow because I've still got to dig out all of this area. So what I'm going to do is dig across there, move all that back there, blind this area off here, ram it down with the sledgehammer. I will go over it with a whacker plate so I'm happy with all the levels. Yeah, making good progress. Using the piece of board as a straight edge, I'm going to cut down to the right hand side, just here, down to my floor level. That way I know the floor is all nice and level here. Then we've got an upstand here which is still holding, you know, against this base of the wall, so that's got to stay in place for now. Move all this, and once I'm happy with the posting, we'll start digging out the trench. Oh, another massive stump there. Okay, I'm going to get spirit level across there. Hopefully it's not sticking up too high. Yes, it is. I wonder how deep this goes. Oh, that's not too bad. Brilliant. Throw some rocks in and backfill it and compact it back down. Machinery. Always intrigued. Let's go and have a look. Yep, got to be doing a patio on there shortly. Let's have a look, see where the farmer is. I'll take it, it's the farmer. Now I can only judge by the weather when they start doing this, because I know it's going to be dry for a few days, because obviously they cut it, put it in piles, they don't want it getting wet, and they've got inside information on the weather. I'm always very keen to see what the farmers are doing. Gives me a break as well, gets me out of the cottage for a little while, a bit of fresh air. Yeah, lovely. Might put them cats out actually, they could do with a bit of fresh air as well. Yep, let's go and take the cats outside. What a jump, you see Pixie jump, he's after a fly. Yeah, it's a good fly catcher. Now when I say to him who wants to go in the garden, they all rush to get in that little carry box. But Pixie still thinks he can travel on the top, but lately he's been jumping off, so yeah, he's playing tricks with me. But they're all waiting there now. Yep, I'm coming for you. Okay, mummy cat Fifi's waiting in there. There's a good girl. Oh. There we go, all safely in. Okay, I'm going to take 5 minutes to unwind a little bit, then I'm going to head back into the cottage. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye for now.